Live from Studio 80, Fanofy here at Kokomlimle versus Joy Prime, and you're welcome to Showbiz Now. Here on the show at 12 o'clock, we have a very powerful conversation that comes your way each and every day. And of course, today we're delving into the issue of Stonebwoy and the fact that he's been very angry about some of the comments and things that Shatta Wale has actually mentioned and said to him, and he's not too excited about it. We're going to get into that conversation pretty soon here on the show, but don't forget that you can also be a part of it by sending your messages to our social media pages, and you can do on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. When you're on Twitter, it's The Real Joy Prime. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, it's Joy Prime Official. You can also follow me, KMJ, on air. Don't forget that you also get to share your opinion with us here on the show when we officially open the phone lines. But don't forget that today we'll be actually crossing over to the Accra International Conference Center to bring you updates of the public viewing of the late Kofi Annan right here on this very show. So it's a mixed feelings for us, but of course the show must go on. But we got it all packed up right here for you. My name is KMJ. I was born to talk. Check into this when I come back. We have a sit down.
It's 50 calls on my cell phone. 60 girls who have boyfriends. Sounds so sweet, but don't mean that shit. Keep your girl, I can't wipe a drink. Call my phone and said I'm your own. When I'm alone, call your man and ghost. Groupie love is not for me, I guess. I give you attention, never call you back. See, these days I have more demands. All this fame come with more demands. Play your finger and only love your girl. But who's your girl? Cause women leave the world. I found a lick so maybe all could drink. You call me selfish, never call my phone. I dropped the tape because you all sing. So when you win, you know I give you thing. Till all the homies go pro. Just keep it 9 to 5, bro. Till all the homies let go. They can't deny that you go. I know it hurts that you go. Just keep the anthem on go. Till all the talents go pro. Oh, say you say, did I not take you to play? So why you say, why you not showing me?
Okay, so there's KOD in the closeout one. Juice right here on Showbiz Now on Joy Prime. But if you just tune in, a very good one going out to you wherever you find yourself, and we hope that your day has been very nice. Now we're here to make it even better. I told you earlier that we'll be crossing over to the Accra International Conference Center intermittently here on the show to bring you some updates at the Accra International Conference Center on the public viewing of the late Kofi Annan right here on the show. That comes up pretty soon. But in the meantime, let's check into the substantive issue. And what exactly are we talking about today? Now, Stonebwoy angrily blasted Shatta Wale on radio. It appears that Dasta may never and ever settle on the fracas between Stonebwoy and arch rival Shatta Wale. Now, Xylophone Media label boss Nana Apia Mensah brought the two together at an event in Kumasi, but the warlords are yet to actually find the peace pipe to even think of smoking it. Shatta Wale, in an interview on Daybreak Hits on Hits FM, had expressed his desire to establish a cordial relationship with his label mate, but added that the latter was hesitant. Now, Stonebwoy, in his response on the yard settings on Hits FM with King Legacy, angrily lambasted Shatta Wale and questioned his sincerity. Now, he says, you go and say I killed my mother and come back and test me that you want peace. You want to make peace, make music, he blurted. Now, after he also tested my mother, you come around and say you want friendship. The Bafira singer stressed that he can tolerate anything from Shatta Wale, but not an insult to his departed mother. Clearly, Stonebwoy indicated that he was not ready to bury the hatchet, while the boss of Bennington Music was on tour in July. A Twitter user believed to be a fan of Shatta Wale accused Stonebwoy of murdering his mother. Now, the BET Award winner lost his temper, angrily replied his accuser, and dared the user to confront him with that claim. Stonebwoy, in his interview on His FM on Sunday, suggested that Shatta Wale was the mastermind behind the allegation that he killed his mom. He also warned Shatta Wale to desist from discrediting other artists while pretending to preach peace. Here it is.
Shatta Wale says he's been testing you, calling you, for you guys to come together as one and do something.
Because they can't release album.
But it look like you are the stubborn one way, you know, the one pay mind to.
How does it have to look? How does it have to look? How will it look if it don't be me with the stubborn one? How does Shatta make everybody look?
Well, I don't know.
So how else do I have to look? You go around and diss my mother and say I killed my mother, and I see some fans tweeting it and say and some foolishness and that album, I killed my mother. You go and say I killed my mother, and you go behind me and say, yo, killer, rare, to that album, he killed my mother.
No, he is down.
I'm waiting for one person to come and stand in front of me, including himself, to tell me that I killed my mother. And it will be beautiful in this Ghana. You understand?
Hold on.
So tell him to I'm not playing where you're playing at I know.
Me know that.
When I talk about my mother, if he was in the same Jamaica, he'd be dead by now. True or false?
True.
If he was in Jamaica, thinks he's a G, thinks he's a Jamaican, thinks I can go about and a chat about them one day and go around it and go around this and go around this. In Bunu or London, man in Cantremo, Bolare ne part of man. In Bunu or London, they tell you, don't these people and go back and beg them. You are not bad man. Shatta, you are not bad man. May I tell you this? I'm a vexed ratted because he dissed my mother and come and tell about we are the ones who don't want to make peace. Who they insulted our artists past you?
I'm sure there are a lot of things running through your mind right now. I'm sure you also want to take sides if you like. I'm sure you want to also speak your mind. Here on this show, we actually give you the opportunity to do so later on the show right here on Showbiz Now. In the studios with me this afternoon to have the conversation is the man who needs no introduction. Kwakwa Siedu is here with me, and he's he's everything in one. he has all the artists at his beck and call. He has production stuff that he's engaged with, and pundits of such great repute and all of that, and he has beard. A very good one for that matter. Bro, what seems to be a gimmick, if you like, a publicity stunt, that's the kind of feeling people were having when this whole thing started, right from Shatta Wale going on radio and talking about Kwakese and involving Sarkodie and the others and making them look like they're not even working as musicians. You know, a lot of people thought that, well, there's a Rain album coming up, and so this probably will be one of the gimmicks or maybe a publicity stunt to actually push that agenda. But unfortunately, we seem to be getting another issue that would make us believe that it is not even a joke after all. Is Shatta Wale faking it? Is Kwakese feuding with Shatta Wale fake? Is what we are seeing right now with Stonebwoy also fake?
I'll first say good afternoon to our viewers, and then we thank them for making Showbiz Now what it is.
Yeah,
and we're grateful.
Yeah, great stuff.
I think in the world of business, for me, Shatta is a businessman, and somebody like Kwakese saw the business side of it and rode into it. That yes, you fight him on social media. That is our new moral era where we do business, where our music thrives, where our fan base interacts. So I will meet you boot to boot there. But it's when it got to the peak and he said he'll be dropping his song, and he said big ups to Shatta Wale. Then you saw that no, this was faking. But between Shatta and Stonebwoy, there are issues, questions I'll ask that we all need to go through it and see. If I accuse you and it is not true and you respond to it, it gives me room to hate you. Now, somebody is hating you with false rumor. If you don't pretend, if you don't respond, it doesn't happen. But sometimes it gets to you, also have to respond. Two, but when you also respond on a platform, doing signs and other things, the ostication will not stop, it will grow. So, as well as Shatta Wale did not do well, Stonebwoy also gave it gravity because Ghana Music Awards, VGMA, he did a sign to mimicking Shatta Wale, which means you enjoy the banter going on. The accusation, for me, I have not heard Shatta Wale saying Stonebwoy killed the mom. I've not heard. I need to see a video.
Yes, you need an evidence to that.
Yes.
But if what we actually had or picked from the issues or stories that came out of the UK,
Ghana Miss Nigeria
exactly concert, then you may want to actually see that there's a background to this. You know, where in a situation they both found themselves on the same platform, and one person ended up disrespecting the mom of another person and even telling the other person that he was the one who killed the mom. I mean, this issue, for per the information that I have, it even got to a point where Bulare, like he mentioned, stepped in, and they had to even call Stonebwoy's dad to actually speak on the issue and make sure they settle the issue in UK before actually coming down to Ghana. You know, so there is a background to it. But
that's what we don't they opened the door. They opened this Pandora box. It's, I always say this, it's not what you tell me that matters. It's what I tell you. And if you don't have the wit in terms of using words, be careful what words can do. Because if you don't really understand words and you throw words about, someone can take it that the response is what will make things differently. Now, there's another argument that because of the Rain album coming up, is a campaign and is a promo. But this is where it makes it more dicey. The argument is that Stonebwoy has released 2 albums and it was more of like EP. But Shatta Wale is selling tickets to fill the auditorium, the Fantasy Dome. Now, the bookmakers are saying that if he is able to fill the dome, then whatever he's calling them is true. Because if you say you have the numbers, you have the fans, why is it that your 2 albums you don't fill the auditorium? But everybody has got his strategy and how he wants to work with these things out. You get me? The other side to it, you see Samini has also come in to defend Stonebwoy. You get me? It's more of sides that people have taken. We are looking at it in a funny way, but it's a disrespect to our industry. We are local champions and we are fighting for the small market.
That's what you think it is?
Yes.
Artists are local champions?
Yes, because that is what it will make it. Because I've made this illustration before. Stonebwoy is touring, has gone all the big platforms international. Shatta Wale is a big dog in Ghana, but they all went to Nigeria. They all suffered the same consequence. So it tells me that in terms of weight, the African portal, that's the Nigeria market where everybody has a share. That even where the Nigerians are, they are leaving it to come and take some part of Ghana. We are not working on that and we are wasting our time on this bit.
Okay, we'll get back to you and we'll continue from there. But then our viewers would like to take you to the Accra International Conference Center to intermittently take feed from the ongoing final funeral rites for the late Kofi Annan here on the show.
With the Infant School, talking about his ideals for the world, his perception about the world today, and his vision on some of the decisions that he took while working at the UN. He has been eulogized by several heads of states, and of course, he has indicated previously in several encounters that no one, and indeed no country, can escape the impact of war. He's celebrated widely by the international community, by Ghanaians who cherish him and hold him dear for being a diplomat extraordinaire, for being the one who stayed the course in the face of adversity and fought to ensure that changes came to the United Nations as an organization. Mr. Kofi Annan was born on the 8th of April 1938, and he was a twin. His twin sister Ifwa Atta died in 1999. His twin sister Ifwa Atta died in 1991. She died in 1991. And of course, traditionally he's known as Kofi Atta Annan. He put together the Kofi Annan Foundation, which worked to ensure humanitarian efforts that he had always pursued. Kofi Annan Foundation is an independent non-for-profit organization that worked to promote better global governance and works to strengthen the capacities of people and countries to achieve a fairer and more peaceful world. This organization, was founded and legally incorporated in Switzerland in 2007 by Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General, and the foundation works all around the world and is located in.
And the filing pass currently ongoing at the Accra International Conference Center for the mortal remains of the late Busumuru Kofi Annan, one great son of the soil that will forever and forever be grateful to for all that he has done to push the name of Ghana and Africa at large. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace, and trust that the multimedia platforms will be bringing you an extensive coverage of that funeral. On Thursday, there's going to be the very main one, and so make sure that you actually get yourself tuned over here on the multimedia platforms that will bring you all the details from that. Now, moving on to our issue here in the studio. We're still talking about Stonebwoy, who's actually gone berserk about some things and some comments that Shatta Wale has been to him in the past, and calling him the one responsible for the death of his mother. And Stonebwoy actually went crazy, if you like, quote unquote, on yacht settings hosted by King Legacy, and spoke his mind. That's what we're talking about over here on the show. In the studio with me is always the man, Kwaku Koka. So right now, let's put publicity aside, and let's put, celebrities or whatever it is aside. Have we gotten to a point where we think that some legal actions are supposed to be taken in these matters that we're seeing over here?
Yes, if Stonebwoy feels his brand or his personality or his family is being attacked and is going against him, he has the right to seek redresses. He can go to court about it. But also, you see, we keep saying Shatta is rowdy, is this, but there are things Stonebwoy also does. Nobody says it. Look at the
He seems to be the humble one. I mean,
yes, but humble ones. Look at the words he used on Hits FM.
That was because he's very angry.
So we are making
when
an
we
excuse.
Go angry, there's certain things
so
as
then
humble
you
as
see,
you are, you can.
You see, we should look at things as they are. The words he used were bad, were wrong, and if you think Shatta is a problem to you, again, you can go to court and seek for an injunction that he shouldn't say anything, or he should disassociate himself from your brand and anything you're associated with. The court can guarantee you that. They can even give you a warrant that he should keep a distance away from you. You have the permit to that. But if it's not business and if it's not numbers, and truly, after the Nigerian thing that came, they went to the Nigerian fiasco. If Stonebwoy hadn't done this interview, he was drowned. It was basically Shatta Wale, Sarkodie, what's the name? Kokese. And that was where the trending was. And I also think that Stonebwoy and Shatta also feels that from the words that being used, that yeah, if it's in Jamaica by now, he'll be dead and other things. And knowing that before an incident at Champs where this gunshot, he can also go to the police and say that this person has said this. And then the right thing will be done. But they're enjoying the business of it.
Sometimes, so you think it's purely business, in as much as there have been tempers, slurring, and gunshot and whatever it is?
Do you know he's launching his album cover on 14th?
Okay.
And then next week he's doing his show. He will do anything and everything possible to fill the auditorium. Then he will use it against them. And I also say that some of the artists permit him to do what he does to them because of how they carry themselves. And have you seen Sarkodie respond?
No.
Even though Sarkodie did not respond, last week Tuesday, I think, yes, exactly a week ago, he was the one trending. Sarkodie by this time was the one trending. He never said anything, but because of the interview Shatta Wale giving, he was the one trending.
Okay, let me pick Juliana on the line. Juliana, oh boy, we lost you. You can also give us a call. Let us hear what you also have to say on the issue we're talking about this afternoon. Yeah, we're taking a look at Sarkodie's Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy. I mean, all of these four are up in the news, and well, it's not been that easy trying to contain some of these things that have actually come out. Some have gone way beyond the imagination of people, and that's what we're looking at. So Juliana is back. Juliana.
Hello, KMJ. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm well. I like the fact that you're super excited this afternoon. Go ahead and talk to me.
Yes, baby, because my Stonebwoy.
Oh boy.
I love Stonebwoy so much, you know, but what he said, I don't know, but you know, Shatta Wale too, what he was doing on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy was saying what Stonebwoy did was wrong. But we have to look on Shatta Wale too, the way he talks in insulting a whole lot of people in this country. It's very poor. You know, it's very poor. Shatta Wale doesn't respect at all. Me, to be frank enough, I never loved Shatta Wale since day one. Okay. All my family know. But Stonebwoy, I love him so much. So you have to come back and just apologize to Shatta Wale. Then that's all.
The Shatta fans will also say they also love Shatta Wale.
That boy.
Anyway, many thanks to you, Juliana. Maxwell is on. Am I right? Maxwell. Hello, Max.
Yo, Chairman, what's up?
I'm good. What's up?
Abiz.
Nice one. Talk to me.
Sure. I think what Stonebwoy did, I think maybe he was trying to prove himself, right? But sometimes, you know, these artists need to come together so that we can move Ghana forward. Already, we have these Ghana, when they went to Nigeria the last time, see the way they embarrassed Ghana.
Yeah, the fiasco over there.
It was very bad. So this is the time that we can come together as a music industry so that we can move our music industry forward. That one will help us a lot. Thanks.
All right, many thanks. And Benis is inside of Fienya. Benis.
Yeah, it's Benis of Fienya.
Yeah, I love your voice. Hello, Benis. Yes, I love your voice. Go ahead. Hello. Oh boy, Benis is going, eh? Benis, call me back if you can. It's 0302211698 these are the numbers you can actually call us over here on the show. It's Showbiz Now here on Joy Prime, the real entertainment station. We'll give you nothing but the best. Today we're having a conversation about Stonebwoy going all loud and calling Shatta Wale out and all of that. What do you have to say about it? And I know there are some fans who take sides. There's Stonebwoy being people who also take sides. Koka.
We shouldn't take sides. We should rather look at using this to create a phenomenal brand and go beyond Ghana. I think we are allowing ourselves to be district kings.
Okay, give me a moment to do this. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, boss man. JJ.
Yes, sorry?
JJ, right?
Yeah, JJ.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm watching, how do you call it, Showbiz. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, JJ. Go ahead. You're live on air.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon.
Yes, boss. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm so blessed. How are you too?
I'm well. Thanks for asking. Go ahead.
I just tuned my radio to your, my television set to your station, and I realized that you actually, you know, on.
Yeah.
But I want to know exactly what the topic is because I've seen.
Oh boy.
Koka is actually my boss. From Highly Spiritual.
JJ, we're talking about the Stonebwoy Shatta Wale issue. Stone has gone out to call out Shatta Wale to actually come out and speak on the issue of telling him that he was the one who killed the mom and all of that. That's what we're taking a look at today.
Please come again with what you just said. Your last.
I'm saying that. Okay, Sairam. JJ is far. JJ is far. Okay, Kuka.
I think they need. It's a fortunate for them. They are on the same platform. They are on the same label.
You think Nanapia can do something about this? I mean, he took them to Kumasi. They came back, and now this is what is happening. You think he's lost grips of these guys?
Until the label cannot do anything. But what the label needs to do is make a business sense and make a good platform where what they are doing, there will be money, there will be shows and other things. Look at the market is dry. How many shows are being
Doris Jones. Oh.
Hello.
Joyce, right? Grace. Okay, Grace is on.
Grace.
Yeah. Oh, Grace. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, Grace.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you, Grace?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for asking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Satale and Stonebwoy issue.
You're live on air.
Yeah, the way Stonebwoy is doing me, I don't think that's maturity. Sometimes Stonebwoy is always making it look like Satale is a bad person and he's being good and other things. No one heard Satale saying that it's Stonebwoy who killed his mom. And if Stonebwoy should go on air and be saying all these kind of things, that means he actually did. Yeah, because for me, if I not do anything and someone is accusing me falsely, I'll not take it upon myself. So Stonebwoy, he should also mellow himself. He shouldn't always let people see Satale as a bad person or something like that.
Okay. All right, many thanks, Grace. And Benis from Afianya. Benis.
Yes, KMJ.
Good to be back.
Stonebwoy has tolerated Shatta for a long time. This feud has been going on for a long time. And it's about time Stonebwoy replied Shatta. So I'm really, really happy Stonebwoy went all out on Shatta this time. Shatta should just calm down, else his fame will go away within 5 years' time. This in Black Rasta said it, and Shatta should mellow. He should hold on. Stonebwoy should just go on being higher. Thank you, KMJ.
All right, Prophetess Benis, many thanks to you for prophesying this afternoon here on the life of Shatta Wale. All right, so that'll be our last caller right here. Now let's wrap up. Okay.
I think there's more to it than, for me, Shatta is just looking at making the Red album the biggest in Ghana and beyond. I mean, he's going to embassies to get people to buy. He's getting deals with other people. So he's trying to use everybody. But you see, if they respond to the things he does, then he gains gravity. But if you ignore him and you do what you're good at doing, he becomes irrelevant. They give him the audience to do that. And once they give him the audience, they do that because he's the center of the news. They've made him the center of the news. And everybody wants controversy, but they want Shatta to lead it so that they pick it around it. And we should stop. We should rather concentrate on our songs and get the kind of songs to the international market and make the international market where we need to be. Right now, the local champions, they are kings in Ghana. They should transcend it. They should go beyond the Togo, Nigeria, Benin, and other places. Go Africa, go South Africa, go places where our name can stand out. That when they drop your song, people will hear. But these things, at the end of the day, Shatta will gain. And Stonebwoy has a unique brand. He shouldn't fall for these things. When he goes for interview and they ask him, he should ignore it. Okay. All right, Koka, many thanks. Swag. Thanks so much for coming through. And folks, that has been the conversation for today here on Showbiz Now. God willing, tomorrow, D Crime is going to be in the studio. He says that the DJs who don't play the full length of their songs and play only 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and then decide to mess it with some things and he doesn't understand and he wants to speak his mind on it, well, we'll bring him here in the studio. We're literally dragging him here to come and answer. That's what we do on the show. When you actually say something and you accuse anybody of anything, we drag you here. Tell us why you're saying what you're saying, all right? So, regards going out to you, Sky. You're under the weather. Speedy recovery going out to you, Sky. You're the one in charge of our graphics over here. Amazing guy. God bless you and get well soon. And, well, don't worry, I'll not do any dance, please. Leave me alone. All right, so, folks, that will be all. But don't forget that tomorrow we're on. And make sure that you tune into all the multimedia platforms. We'll be giving you an extensive coverage of the late Kofi Annan. And, well, you might as well want to be a part of that right here on the show. Folks, that'll be all. Many thanks to the production team and to you for always watching. My name is KMJ. I was born to talk
Until then, it's been a profitable 30 minutes.